the spinmeister for the right wing is back coaching, instructing, and directing the Republicans on how to deal with this thing called the Occupy movement. Bill O'Reilly might think it's dead, but Frank Luntz sure doesn't. The man who makes a living on schooling up Republicans on how to win the sound chamber, well, he's back at it. Frank Luntz is scared of the 99%.
I'm so scared of this anti-Wall Street effort. I'm frightened to death. Okay, they should occupy a job and take a bath. I get that joke. But man, they're having an impact on what the American people think of capitalism. And so I'm trying to get that word removed and replace it with either economic freedom or free market.
But man, he better be concerned, because the 99% movement is winning. The 99% movement is having a major impact on America and how Americans are viewing things. Look at the scoreboard. It all started in Wisconsin, where 2 Democrats won recall seats. In Ohio, the workers stood up for their rights and defeated Senate Bill 5. And just this week, didn't get much attention, but in the state of New Hampshire, they rejected the right to work law. Big deal. Workers in this country, I think, have got the Republicans nervous. And Luntz is telling the Republicans Governor Association, where he was in that soundbite, that, look, you got to learn how to talk to the stupid, the low information voters. So here are the top 10. Don't say capitalism. Don't do that, because capitalism is Wall Street, and Wall Street's ripping people off, and there's no rules, and we want deregulation. And so the word capitalism, it's a bad deal right now. So don't use that word. Don't say that the government taxes the rich. Instead, tell them that the government takes from the rich. That's right. The government just takes from people, and the government's bad. They can't do anything right. They're stealing from the American people. That's their message there. Number 3, Republicans should forget about winning the battle over the middle class. Don't ever use the term middle class. Refer to them as hard-working taxpayers. Have you noticed on this program I've told you that the Republicans never use the term middle class in any kind of interview? Now you're going to hear hardworking taxpayers a lot. Number 4, don't talk about jobs, talk about careers. You see, if you go into a room and you talk about jobs, it doesn't hit enough people. If you talk about careers, oh, everybody can relate to a career, but not everybody can relate to a job, because there's too many damn unemployed people around. So don't talk about jobs, talk about careers. Number 5, don't say government spending. Doggone it, call it waste. Everything the government does is wasteful, except, of course, when we go to Iraq and Afghanistan. They love that. Number 7. Number 6, don't ever say you're willing to compromise. Now, this is huge. This is huge right here. Because if you compromise, that's a sign of weakness. If you compromise, and that's showing that you're not strong on your principles. And compromise means, hell, you actually have to work with a Democrat. You don't want to do that. Number 7, the 3 most important words that you can say to an occupier: I get it. In other words, go up to them, hey, I get it, I get it. You're really feeling their pain, and you know, but you don't give a damn. If you tell them you get it, then they'll say, oh, he gets it. I guess he must be a good guy. Number 8, out entrepreneur, in job creator. Now, this is a big one, too. Actually, they're all big. Now, out entrepreneur. Don't use the word entrepreneur anymore. It's, well, it sounds too much like the French. The conservatives and the Republicans, they don't like the French anyway. So always refer to job creator. It's easy. Can't raise taxes on the job creators. Now, number 9, don't even don't ever ask anybody to sacrifice anything. Hell, we're Republicans. We're not about sacrifice. We're about taking. We take from the middle class. We take from the workers. Sacrifice, not in our vocabulary. And number 10, always blame Washington. It's Washington's fault. And if you blame Washington, the low information voter who's standing in front of you is going to say, well, he's not the problem. He's not Washington. That's Ralph from rural America who told me that the Congress is bad. They can't do anything right. Let's bring in Florida Congressman Alan Grayson. They went over this guy. They got rid of this guy. They went after him. You know why? Because Alan Grayson tells the truth, and he's running for Congress again, and I hope he gets reelected back into the Congress. Will this work, Alan? All this Luntz technique, will this work?
No, it won't, because even a dog knows when he's being kicked, and the middle class in America has been kicked over and over again. There's no words that they can come up with that are going to solve people's problems when there's 24 million people in this country who can't find full-time work, 50 million people who can't see a doctor when they're sick, 47 million people who rely upon the government to feed themselves, and 40 million people who live in homes where the mortgage is worth more than the home itself. Those are problems that words are not going to solve. Those are problems that only solutions are going to solve. Words don't make any difference, and it's pathetic. It's absolutely pathetic that they think the answer, when their lies have been exposed, is to come up with new lies. That's not the answer at all. People demand solutions. They want solutions. They're not going to settle for anything less.
So why are the Republicans, after stomping all over workers for years, why all of a sudden is the light bulb on? What's happening here?
I don't think the light bulb is on for them yet. They're still searching for the new lie, the lie that's going to be able to paper all this over and somehow make it okay. If the people have no bread, let them eat cake. It's not going to work anymore. People are fed up. They see the problems in their own lives, and they're demanding solutions. That was what Occupy Wall Street is all about. People saying, it's not working for us anymore. It's not working for millions of people in America anymore. We love this country. We have to fix it.
How should the 99% combat this?
Oh, by voting out the scoundrels. That's always the answer. Look for people who actually will have solutions to your problems and give them power. And then when you give them power, you'll see solutions to your problems. It's that simple.
Well, you've got Fox News over there. Their lead guy is saying, hey, the movement's dead. It's politically dead, and that's a good thing. So what would you tell the Republicans right now?
I tell the Republicans to wake up. You know, when they tell people over and over again that by making things worse, they will make it better. By telling people that, for instance, if we eliminate Medicaid, somehow more people are going to be able to see a doctor. If we take away the right to declare bankruptcy, somehow more people will get out from under their debts. Over and over again, what you see is they think that by making things worse, they can make it better. And it just doesn't work that way. It's that simple.
I don't understand how the righties are going to explain the lack of the use of the word sacrifice when they say they support the troops, because that's all the troops do for this country is sacrifice. So I guess when they get around the troops, they're going to have to break Frank Luntz's rule and start talking about sacrifice, because that's what they do. Alan, best of luck to you.